Welcome back everyone to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a paycheck setup. These are the only supplies that I use. Oh, my Sharpie pen. I also use a Sharpie pen to do my paycheck setup. So I just use these supplies, and sometimes I use the budget sticker book. So I'm going to move this out of the way and kind of get started. I usually measure out, if I can get my ruler up off of the table, I usually measure out my areas where I'm going to draw my lines, but I already kind of measured out so it wouldn't take up too much time. And I just have to draw my lines in here. So that way, I think after a while, I just kind of eyeball it and know as well. My boxes don't have to be very big. This top section is where I write like which paycheck it is, the date, and how much my paycheck is, and I put in my expenses, the total amount of expenses, and I subtract it from my paycheck and see what is remaining. Those lines are kind of crooked, but you know what? I'm gonna rock with it. Truthfully, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put in my lines here. I think it's 8. Eight seems right, so I'm just gonna keep on moving. Let's see. This section that I'm doing here is where I write down the due date of my bill, the bill description, like the category, if it's household, if it's insurance, and then also, and then I put over here, I have paid, and then I check it off once I pay it. And the amount, probably, it goes here. Okay, so, and then at the bottom, I do a, let's see, I think it starts right here. I split the section at the bottom down here in half, and on one side is my cash envelopes, and on the other side is my sinking funds. Ooh, I hope I'm in frame. Cash envelopes go over here, sinking funds go over here. And I think that's it until I get down here, make sure all that. Oh, all of my lines are like slanted, but it's gonna be okay. I'll go ahead, and this is, let me put this across here. And this is where I take out my Sharpie pen because I don't have time to play with the pencil anymore. And I can put month of, and then this is April 2020. Now, if I'm really slick, I can try to fix these lines truthfully now. Because then I can go back and erase the pencil part to see if I can't try and get them straight. We'll see. Can't even tell. And then I usually just write income in here, because this is where I'm gonna, and then I put the date that I get paid, and keep it moving. Hopefully I'm still in frame. go ahead and draw this line. Even if I was going over this line, with just my Sharpie pen and not the ruler, I feel like I'm like doing double work now. This is, oh, that's crooked still. The amount of my check. I'll write that in there. And then this is, I put totals here. I'm actually thinking about redoing my setup, but I don't know if I'm just gonna wait until mid-year to change how it's all set up, or if I'm gonna do it next month. Okay. Here, I'm gonna do this with pencil first because sometimes type right here, and then I'll put my income first, and then expenses, and then the remaining. I think that's okay. And so I need to not tear up my paper and make lines all the way across. So I've got my income here, my expenses here, I think we are okay. And amount here. Type here. I'm just going back over this with my Sharpie pen. I never use a different color pen for my budget setups, spending plans, whatever you like to call it. I do like spending plan better, but everyone knows budget better. And so then I'll just go back and I'll write all the information in here. And in here, I don't get to write the expenses down until after I get paid again. It's kind of like my budget review, and I can go and put here and then what I had left over. Usually what I have left over, I try to take it out of the bank, not take it out of the bank, take it out of my checking account and put it into my savings account so that it doesn't get added in with my next paycheck. And I think I have extra money. For this next section, oh, this line is so crooked. Okay. And maybe the line doesn't have to be up this far. I think I usually skip a line in here, so the date, the due date actually goes here. And we're gonna try to straighten this line up a little bit. didn't work out so well. Okay, I know I don't need that up there, nor do I need it here, nor here, nor here. I'll just go back later and erase that better. And usually my dates are pretty steady. Let me see, this is 4/1 and 4/1. Sometimes they get moved over because it's the weekend, and so that makes it a little bit harder. And so then I have to adjust there. 3, 4, 3. I need to know that my bill is going to either come out early or day after. Just depends on the company if they take it after or before. Today is for what? Oh, when is this due? This will end up being for 6, and we'll say, oh, let me get some white out. Need to fix that. Okay, so I am back. I need to fix this. I had to get some white out because let's white this out. Trying to use this jelly roll to do my whiting out. And then I just have to let that dry a moment. So I'll write in the other date, which I believe this one is going to come out 3rd. And then I have 4, 4, and then 4, 6. And I'm just going to write a 4. There we go. This next section here is for my bill. Oops. Okay. I think the jelly roll is messing with my pen. Okay. There we go. And description. There we go. And this section here is the category. Amount. Oh, that's great. And paid. That right there looks a little crazy, but I don't feel like fixing it. Okay, let me get these lines fixed. There we go. That's it for that section. Next section. Oh, nope. That's not it for this section. Need to write total because I'll put the total of the bills right here. Okay. Then I'm gonna put cash envelopes here. And this section, let's see, I'll skip a line and maybe 7. We'll see. I have category here. And the amount here. I think I usually skip a line, but that's okay. I do my tithe, groceries, eating out, gas, and me time. And then, oh, okay. Put the total here. Let me put the lid on my Sharpie pen real quick, and I will kind of sort of wipe this out. Because I don't need it. Too far. Okay. All right. And then I put my sinking funds. On this side of the page. And you know what? Actually, I'm just going to write down same thing, category and amount. Okay. For my category, I have wedding, vacation, car, rainy day, because there's always some kind of rainy day when you're trying to save money, car maintenance, birthdays, clothes, and shoes. Then we have Christmas, memberships, medical and dental. Oh, jeepers, creepers. And then for the last part, total. That should hit somewhere around here. Right, yes. There we go. This is how I set up the front page. And then on the back, we flip over, is where I put my weekly expenses. Now for this side, I do need my ruler again. And at the top, I just write weekly expenses. I've already sectioned this out, so hopefully I can make a straight line since I'm going straight for the Sharpie pen here. If not, I still have to use it. So there, and maybe here. Sorry if the marking of the line is very loud. Not my intention. Then we have this line here. So usually I'll put the date here, the description of like the store basically. The amount goes in this next box. And hopefully I can get this line straight. And then these last two little spaces is basically need and want. So and so basically I will just put, this is where I put my sticker here. Let me turn this, and I have a sticker, and I will try to line it with the edge of the paper. And that's for my weekly expenses. I'll put the date here, as I was saying. Maybe instead of writing description, I should just put store. And then this one is the amount. And then I'm just going to need and want. Do it sideways, so. And then that way, wherever this ends up stopping on this page, if I need to get another page for the next week, then I will. But for now, I think the last time I did it, I broke it up into sections, which worked out okay because I try not to do a lot of extra spending. For this page, I usually don't track like my groceries because I already take out money for groceries. So I'm kind of like, if it's not in the envelope, then I don't have any more money for groceries. So I usually don't write down here if I've gone to the grocery store. This is for like, or my gas. I don't write it on here because it's, I have an envelope for my gas. But I think I may, for the groceries, just so I can see where I'm going to the grocery store, and also add it into my expenses and subtract it out. Usually whatever's left in my envelopes, I put it back in the bank, and I want to be able to, I don't know if I really want to be able to track that or not, but that might be something that I try this month. It's just so much easier to know that I have this much money in my envelope for groceries, and if there's extra in the envelope, I just put it back in the bank, or I'll leave it in the envelope and just add the next money to it for the next week. So I don't know. I'm just trying to play with some things. I'm thinking about changing this and not putting the category because I know where it's coming from. I may just have like the date, the bill description, amount, and whether it's paid. And this, I may just drop income out of there and put date and the check amount. And then on this side, just do the totals and put in everything here. I will continue to do my sinking funds. I may add something and may take something away, but I feel like this is going well because for my sinking funds, they are, I do track them on the back of an envelope. Each one has a name, even though the cash isn't in there, it's in a savings account. I know when I'm pulling money, I just subtract it from how much I know is supposed to be in there for the amount that I'm writing here. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great day.